Good morning, YouTube. So today I'm going to be working on my yard. It's been about like maybe 2 weeks that I haven't done the front yard, but since it's starting to get a little bit colder, grass is starting to slow down, starting to go dormant. So it's not terrible, but it does need it. And it's been about a month that I haven't touched my backyard. So it's probably maybe like 2 feet tall. So it's nothing like too crazy, but it is overgrown. And as you can tell, I started mowing this side, and then the other side I haven't even touched, but you can see the difference. But kind of wanted to talk about like which push mower I would recommend, or if you're starting out, or you've been saving up and thinking of upgrading your push mower, just because normally when we start our lawn care business, you start off with a $200 push mower, and then eventually it breaks down and gives you issues because you're using it commercially, right? You're using it for multiple yards opposed to like once a week, and sooner or later they're going to break down. So I've had this mower for about almost 2 years. When I bought it, I got a 4-year warranty. I ended up going with it because of all the reviews. And I ended up going with the Toro Time Master 30-inch push mower. So this is rated for residential purposes, but everyone, a lot of guys use it for commercial purposes just because of how well built it is and how much of a tank it is. So with the warranty and everything, I went to Tractor Supply. I want to say with the warranty and taxes, it came out to $2,200. And it's been sitting in my garage for like a good 5-6 months. And I just turned it on because my other push mower, the smaller one that I normally use, my worker had to do his yard, and he asked if he can borrow it because he doesn't have a mower yet. So I let him borrow it. And then I was like, I should do our yard today since I have time. So I took out the Toro. After 3 pulls, it turned on after sitting in my garage for 6 months. So that just shows you like how much reliability, the reliability you get when you purchase this mower. The only downfall that a lot of people go with or deal with is the weight. So this mower, I want to say, probably weighs like 120 pounds. So it does have the personal pace self-propel system. Oh, zoom in a little bit. So it does help you kind of like it helps you when it comes to like moving forward. But even with that, like if you're on a slope or any hill, like it still sucks to push mow that backyard or front yard. And I would say after like 3, maybe 4 yards, you're struggling. It starts to add up. So that's the only downfall, and that's the main reason why I stopped using it, was because during summer last year, when I was using it for my back aches, I was like, I can't do this. I was just, my body physically wasn't able to like push this heavy mower. So I went back to the Massport 800. It is smaller, so it does take me a little bit longer, but it just saves me so much energy. And ultimately, that's why I put the Toro Time Master in the garage. But if you're starting out and you want a push mower that it's going to last forever, I definitely recommend this. And again, this is why now it's my backup, because I know that no matter what time or date, I can bring this guy out and it'll start. It won't give me any issues. Cut quality is great. Again, only downfall is that it's heavy. Would I buy it again? I don't think so. If I'm being honest, I would just save those $2,200 and either finance a stand-on mower with like a 2% interest, and you leave no down payment, and you have a commercial mower, 32 or 36, that can do the front and the backyard, and then just leave the push mowing aside forever. But if you want something that okay, if I do keep using whatever push mower you're using, when it breaks down, you can switch over to this one. So it's definitely a good mower to have in your arsenal, because it's always going to come through. But personally, I wouldn't buy it again just because I rarely use it. It just has its pros and cons. So I'm trying to think. I don't know. I wouldn't buy it because of the price. I wouldn't buy it new. How about that? Like, I would not buy it new. I would, if I could do it all over again, I would go to Facebook Marketplace and buy a used one. I'm actually thinking of selling this one maybe for like $600 to $800, just because I don't use it that much, and I really want a 32 or 36 stand-on mower. So I would probably buy a used one on Facebook. You could probably get one for like 800 to like 1200, because I've seen them on Facebook, opposed to buying a new one for like over 2000. But yeah, season's coming to an end. I'll record, me doing this lawn, and hopefully next week will be the last week that I'm out cutting bi-weekly, and then I'm going to switch over to monthly and just enjoy, everything that I've worked for. If you do want to get into the business, if you do deal with winter, you definitely want to budget and save money for those 3 to 4 months that you won't really be working. And one thing that you should implement is at least doing once a month visits. Many of my clients, when I tell them, it is a business, we do come out once a month during winter. Even if I'm not mowing anything or mulching up anything, I'm still gonna come out. And if you do want to be on my schedule, unfortunately, that's just how my business model is. And they understand, but I wouldn't say it like that. Make it sound a little bit more professional. But I do try to get the message across that, hey, during winter, I'm still gonna come out once a month, and then that's enough for to pay all my bills, enough to give my worker a few hours, and enough to pretty much keeps us alive during the slower months. And then come March, we pick back up bi-weekly. And they understand, it is a business at the end of the day, and maybe they're used to dealing with bigger companies that do 26 cuts all year round, bi-weekly all year round, or even weekly all year round. Depends their business models. And to them, they're like, okay, once a month sounds fair. As a business, that sounds perfectly fair, where I'm not trying to charge them for 2 cuts, even though it doesn't need it. But they also understand that once a month will keep the business going, and then come next year, they don't have to stress about finding a reliable lawn care provider, and and then that's where they get their money's worth. But yeah, I'll show you guys the end results. So it probably took me like 30 minutes. So I just got to weed eat, the little corners and whatnot. I don't know how good the camera gets it, but like this little strip right here is like on a hill or incline. Whew. It's heavy. It's a heavy mower. And that's the only downfall about this mower, is that it's super heavy. Like I'm sweating. I'm all sweaty right now. I got a sweater on. I'm going to take my sweater off. I'm kind of low on energy already just from the backyard. So I honestly just can't see myself using this mower for over like 5-6 properties, because it just takes a toll on you. So maybe the first day you'll be good. The second day you'll be okay. By the third day you'll be like, screw this, I need a new push mower, or I need something better, more efficient, lighter weight. So again, that's the only bad thing about this mower. I know a lot of guys use the Honda. I want to say they're like $900, so it's cheaper than buying one of these. And I wouldn't mind purchasing one of those just to try it out, and then I can do a review about it. But given it's like what I think is like a 21-inch deck or 18-inch deck, so it should be a lot lighter than this guy. And that's one of the reasons why I used the Massport 800, because that one's a 21-inch deck and it's lighter. I'm not out of energy after, a few yards or whatnot. So this is the results. I actually forgot to record the ending on that day. So it's been 2 days, but you can see came out pretty good. Some leaves are already starting to fall. And then the backyard, a lot of leaves just because of all these trees down here. And that's another thing with the Toro Time Master is it mulches them up. So a lot of people think I'm bagging, and I'm actually just mulching up all these leaves when I use the Toro Time Master. But like I said before, I would buy it. If I were to do it again, I would just go to Facebook Marketplace and buy it used and save yourself a few $100s. But other than that, it's a great, reliable mower. And I did want to give a shout out to Tommy. He used to work with me, and he recently discovered me on YouTube. So shout out to Tommy. And as always, like, subscribe. I appreciate y'all. Peace.